Why does your brain think you've been here before? Imagine walking through a city you've never visited. The streets are unfamiliar, the buildings mean nothing to you. The people passing by are complete strangers. Everything tells you the same thing. This is your first time here. Then something impossible happens. You look toward a small cafe, someone laughs behind you. A bicycle passes on the street and suddenly your entire body stops. Not because something dangerous happened, because for a brief moment, you are completely certain you've already lived this exact moment. Not something similar, this exact moment, the same sounds, the same light, and the same feeling, even the strange sense that you know what will happen next. Then, just as quickly, it disappears. No evidence, no explanation, only one question remains. How can your brain remember something that never happened? This strange experience has a name, déjà vu, a French phrase meaning already seen. But that simple translation doesn't capture what makes it so fascinating. Déjà vu is not just recognizing something, it is the feeling that the present has somehow become a memory. For more than a century, scientists have tried to understand why the human brain can create such a convincing illusion. Before exploring the answer, think about your earliest memory. Not a story your family told you, not a photograph you've seen many times, a memory you believe truly belongs to you. Can you picture it? Who was there? What could you hear? What could you smell? Now ask yourself something unusual. How do you know that memory is completely accurate? The reason is simple. It feels real. And that is exactly what makes memory so powerful. Your brain creates a feeling of certainty. But certainty and accuracy are not the same thing. Most people imagine memory like a recording device. Life happens, the brain stores the moment, years later, you press play. But that is not how memory works. According to neuroscientist Eric Kandel, memories are not stored like videos inside your head. They are living biological patterns. Every time you remember something, your brain activates that memory again. And when the memory becomes active, it can change. Your brain is not replaying the past, it is rebuilding it every single time. This explains something researchers have discovered again and again. People can honestly remember events that never happened. Eyewitnesses can confidently identify the wrong person. People can remember conversations that were never spoken. The memory feels real because the brain is not measuring truth. It is creating the most convincing version of the past it can. That discovery gives us the first clue about déjà vu, because déjà vu is not only a feeling of familiarity, it is a feeling of certainty. And your brain is incredibly good at making certainty feel like reality. Memory itself is not one single system. Research from scientists like Larry Squire shows that different parts of the brain handle different types of memory. One system remembers facts, another remembers skills, another connects experiences with emotions, and another constantly asks a quiet question. Does this feel familiar? Not, have I experienced this exact thing before? Just, those questions sound similar, but they are not the same. And that small difference may explain one of the strangest experiences the human mind can create. Because what if déjà vu is not your brain remembering the past? What if it is your brain predicting the future? Every second of your life, your brain is making predictions. Before you consciously notice a sound, your brain is already preparing for it. Before you recognize an object, your brain is already guessing what it is. This ability is not a mistake. It is one of the main reasons you can function. Imagine walking down a staircase you've used hundreds of times. You don't calculate every step, you don't measure every movement, your brain predicts where the next step should be. Now imagine someone secretly removes the final step. Your foot reaches for a surface that is not there. Your body reacts instantly, your heart jumps, your balance disappears. The strange part is that your eyes did not make the mistake. Your brain did. It predicted reality. Reality disagreed. For a brief moment, your prediction collided with the world. Neuroscientist Carl Friston has studied this idea through a theory called predictive processing. The basic idea is simple. Your brain does not passively wait for information. It constantly creates predictions, compares them with what arrives, and adjusts when something changes. Think about a weather forecast. It does not wait until tomorrow to understand tomorrow. It studies patterns and estimates what is most likely. Your brain does something similar, except instead of predicting tomorrow's weather, it predicts the next fraction of a second. This prediction system saves energy. It allows familiar actions to happen automatically. It is why you can drive a familiar route and suddenly realize you barely remember the journey. Your brain was not asleep, it was relying on stored patterns. But predictions can also create strange experiences. Have you ever felt your phone vibrate in your pocket only to check and discover nothing happened? Many people experience this. It is known as phantom vibration syndrome. Your brain expected a notification. That expectation became a sensation. Nothing happened in the outside world. But your brain briefly created an experience anyway. So if your brain can create a vibration that never happened, could it create a memory that never happened? One explanation for déjà vu is called the dual processing theory. The idea is that different parts of your brain process the same moment through separate pathways. Your eyes see a room, your ears hear sounds, your emotions react. Your memory systems compare the experience with the past. Normally, all of these systems line up perfectly, but if one system processes information slightly faster than another, a tiny timing difference may occur. One part of your brain says, "I know this." Another part searches for the memory, but it finds nothing. The result is déjà vu, a new experience carrying the emotional weight of an old memory. But another explanation takes us even deeper. Psychologist Anne Cleary studied whether familiarity could exist without an actual memory. Her experiments showed something surprising. People could look at completely unfamiliar places and still experience a strong feeling that they had seen them before. Why? Because the brain does not remember every detail separately. It searches for patterns. A room might have the same layout as a childhood home. A street might resemble somewhere you once visited. A smell might connect with a forgotten moment. Individually, these details mean little. Together, they can create a powerful sense of recognition. Your brain takes fragments and builds a story. Most of the time, that ability helps you understand the world quickly, but sometimes the pattern becomes too convincing. Your brain completes the puzzle before it has all the pieces. That is why déjà vu feels less like remembering and more like recognizing something you cannot explain. The mystery becomes even stranger when scientists study people who experience déjà vu constantly. Psychologist Chris Moulin investigated rare cases where familiarity becomes overwhelming. Some patients felt that every conversation had happened before. Every newspaper article felt repeated. Every new experience seemed like a replay. Imagine waking up and feeling like nothing is truly new. The problem is not forgetting. The problem is being unable to separate familiarity from reality. These rare cases reveal something important. Déjà vu is not just a strange trick of the mind, it is a glimpse into the system your brain uses to decide where you are in time. The system that tells you, this belongs to the past. This is happening now. Now think back to your earliest memory, the one you believed was completely accurate. After everything you've learned, that memory may feel different. Because memory is not a museum, it is a workshop. Your brain rebuilds your memories every time you revisit them. It changes details, strengthens connections, fills in missing pieces. That is not a weakness. It is part of what makes human learning possible. Evolution did not create a perfect recording machine. It created a flexible survival system. So maybe the biggest question is not, why does déjà vu happen? Maybe the bigger question is, why does it not happen more often? Every second, billions of neurons work together to create your experience of reality. They combine vision, sound, emotion, memory, and prediction into one seamless world. The fact that this process works almost every moment of your life is the real mystery. For centuries, people explained déjà vu through ideas like past lives, prophecy, and time loops. Those explanations survived because the experience feels impossible. But the scientific explanation may be even more fascinating. The mystery is not outside your mind, it is inside it. Your brain is the machine that creates memories, predicts the future, and builds the reality you experience. Every color you see, every sound you hear, every person you recognize, everything reaches you through signals that your brain transforms into a world. Your brain does not show you reality exactly as it is. It creates the version that allows you to survive, and sometimes, for just a moment, it reveals the incredible machinery behind the illusion. That strange feeling of having been here before is not proof that you have lived this moment. It is proof that your brain is powerful enough to create one. If this changed the way you look at your own mind, remember this. The strangest parts of being human are often the ones happening quietly inside your own head. The memories you trust, the feelings you cannot explain, the moments when reality seems to shift for just a second. They are all clues. Clues about the incredible system creating your experience of the world. At Adler, the goal is to explore those hidden parts of the human story. The mysteries of the mind, the forces that shaped your ancestors, and the science behind the everyday experiences you rarely stop to question. If you enjoy discovering the reasons behind ordinary moments, consider subscribing, because there are still countless mysteries hiding in plain sight. Before you leave, think about this. The last time you experienced déjà vu, was your brain remembering something that happened before, or was it revealing something even more fascinating? A glimpse into the machinery that creates your reality? Share your experience in the comments. You may discover that a strange moment you thought belonged only to you is something millions of other people have felt too. This is Adler,